there are the steps I want you to follow. So if you're trying to boost your Amazon sales using TikTok, you need to have a clear idea about the content that you need to post on the platform. And I want you to create original content. See, the thing is that TikTok is a valuable platform for you to create original content on, and you want to use that content to engage with your users, with your followers, but also other users across the globe. The thing is, a lot of folks who are trying to have an Amazon TikTok combo sales strategy have no idea how to create original content. We've seen in the last 3 years, a lot of marketers, a lot of entrepreneurs, online entrepreneurs, recopying content that they see on other platforms and reposting that sort of low quality content on TikTok. But it's not going to work. Not everyone knows how to create original content on the TikTok app to grow their following. You got to be prepared to jump into a space that is very competitive with both feet and produce fresh, unique videos. This is really important. I want to put the emphasis on that. Fresh, unique videos. Okay. Products marketed on the platform often involve exclusive content. You have giveaways and contests. Okay. So if you're looking for new creative ideas, you got to know you have to do two things, and only two things. First, you need to know your target audience. My question to you is, do you know your target audience? Have you done research? Okay. If you've done research, what kind of research have you done? In other words, is the research methodology very efficient? Can we actually trust the results? That's number one. You have to know your target audience. And number two, do you know the popular trends happening on the platform, specifically when it comes to your niche? You got to have a clear idea about the most relevant existing trends in your niche. Okay. And there are a few TikTok metrics you got to keep your eye on also, because again, you want to make sure that you are engaging folks on the platform so that you can actually revert your TikTok massive engagement into your Amazon store sales. Okay, you're trying to really establish that relationship so you can use TikTok to increase your Amazon sales. So there are a few metrics on TikTok that you need to really follow. For example, time of post, because the TikTok algorithm considers the following metrics when it comes to boosting your post. So the time of post, the engagement rate, the video completion rate, the overall account rating. So based on certain metrics, the algorithm shares similar content with the users to see how they react to it. So based on the engagement levels, the content is pushed to the user further. Okay, it's really important. The second thing I want you to do if you're trying to boost Amazon sales using TikTok. By the way, welcome back to the show. Really appreciate having you here. It's just wonderful to always have a conversation with you. So the second thing you have to do if you're trying to boost Amazon sales using TikTok, you want to take users backstage. This is really important. You know why? Because you are trying to tell a story. Users love storytelling. It's not about your brand. It's not about the products or services you're selling. It's about what kind of story do you capture through that service you're selling. What kind of story are you capturing through the products you're selling? Users love that. Users wants to see, okay, your TikTok followers wants to see what kind of personality, what kind of character, what kind of story is behind the brand we are talking about. Okay. Remember, if you're trying to build a community of interested, involved, and supportive fans, you have to show them that, hey, listen, it takes a lot of work. You have to show them the human part of things. All right. So if you want to do this, you have to actually make sure that you take them backstage. You want to actually be creative. Don't be afraid to experiment. The one thing you can do is take users backstage of the product creation process. This makes it a lot easier for your visitors to see how you or your product fit into their lives. It can also help you get instant feedback from users and their perspectives on your brand. And you know what? What we love here is we love the user generated content here. You're having direct feedback. You're having instant feedback. Think about it. This is really, really wonderful in helping you improve your products and boosting sales. You know why? Because customers or potential shoppers who comment on your products are already interested buyers. They are interested. Otherwise, why would they comment in the first place? People don't comment on things they don't care about. If they comment on your products, it means they are interested and they are in a position where they would like to buy. Okay, so the practice of bringing in more user-generated content has numerous benefits for your brand, including giving a unique voice to your company, attracting new customers, raising brand awareness, creating richer customer experience. If you're trying to have a richer customer experience, this really works wonderfully. So step number 1, I want you to create original content. Step number 2, I want you to take users backstage. Step number 3, I want you to use paid ads. By the way, I want to quickly remind everybody of today's topic. We're having a conversation about how to boost Amazon sales using TikTok. Okay, now what is the big deal here? The whole thing here is that if you're trying to build a brand awareness on TikTok, you are looking to reach people who are already familiar with your products or brand and to appeal to the new niche audiences that use the platform, right? This is really what it is. So using paid ad on TikTok really can help you reach your goals. It's really an effective way. We have done it for multiple clients and we have seen results. Sometimes people double their ROI. Okay, people triple their ROI. It really depends on the niche. It depends on the time of the year. Seasonality plays an important role. So if you actually have a PPC campaign or an ad campaign on TikTok around the holidays, you are more likely to see results faster. So using paid ads on TikTok is really an effective way to get your brand and products in front of young audiences. Remember, when we're speaking about TikTok, we're speaking about young audiences primarily, right? You can also use the ads to track the number of engagements that your ad receives. That's just fantastic. So when we talk about advertising on TikTok, you have a constellation of options. Okay, so similar to Amazon advertising and Facebook ads, you can also run ads on TikTok. So reaching your customers through organic traffic can be time consuming initially. And if you like to experiment with TikTok ads, here are some ways that you can use to advertise on the platform. So you have in-feed ads, you have top view ads, you have branded hashtags, you have brand takeover, you have branded effects. So ensure that you are well aware. This is really important. We tell our clients, we tell everybody, hey, listen, don't you go on TikTok and have no idea and do things about which you have no idea. Okay, ensure that you are well aware of the platform before you invest in paid ads. Once you run your first campaign, you will generate relevant data from which you can generate some quality insights. So improve the efficiency of your ads from the insights observed. Okay, TikTok may be a young platform, but the marketing strategies and rules are advanced similar to the other social media platforms, making it a lot easier for Amazon sellers and brands to bring in more sales through the platform. Step number 4, you want to use hashtag challenges. And we have seen this work fantastically. The thing is that hashtag challenges, they do they provide a lot of benefits. See, the first thing is they are very quick to implement. They're free, okay? And we love the gamification aspect of the hashtag. Why? Those hashtag challenges are they're similar to games, and we know when you're speaking to a younger audience, to an audience that is primarily young, gamification always pays off, right? So because the goal here is you are trying to increase engagement, and you want to parlay that positive engagement into increased sales on Amazon. Always keep in mind that we are speaking about two separate platforms here. You have Amazon, that is like the behemoth of e-commerce. You have a multi-generational audience on Amazon, but on TikTok you have a younger audience that is skewed towards the younger audience. I mean, so you have a younger platform that is actually oriented towards a younger audience. So when you have this dichotomy, you have to be able to navigate this contradiction, this seeming contradiction. You have to make sure that you are able to generate revenue, because the goal is to generate revenue. Okay, so even though you think your social media content is top-notch, it's not always easy to build brand awareness and boost your following. So if you want to create a viral marketing campaign, you have to be creative and aware, right? Hashtag challenges are a great way, in our view, to get your creative juices flowing. So they bring your brand wider attention while also giving your customers a chance to feel included with their social media community. Okay. And what we love about the hashtag challenges on TikTok also is that they help get your content in front of more people, the people who can talk about your brand and products and share it with others. It's all about social engagement. It's all, and when we talk about social engagement, we're speaking about three things, right? You want people to engage in the hashtag challenge itself. You want them to actually share the hashtag so that they can actually be involved. And the third thing is you want them to like the challenge itself. So all of these initiatives have a positive effect on your Amazon brand because they are going to help bring TikTok audiences out of the platform and onto your Amazon stores. Fantastic. Let me give you a next piece of advice. If you're trying to boost, by the way, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about how to boost Amazon sales using TikTok. Step number 5, you want to work with influencers. Now, I know we have heard this before. People are saying, well, are influencers really effective? Are influencers effective? They cost a lot of cash. They cost whatever. I mean, they're not. So my ROI is not really good. I've had influencers who are crappy, excuse the word. Hey, listen, like in everything in life, some people are better than others, right? And it's not just about influencers on TikTok. It's everywhere, in every sector, every profession. You have folks who are great, and you have folks who are great. You have a large majority who are just decent, who are good, and you have a few of them who are outliers, who are crappy. Same thing with TikTok influencers. The whole thing is you need to find an influencer who is in tune. I mean, it can be one influencer or two influencers or three or more, depending on the strategy and the resources that you have when it comes to your TikTok campaign, bringing new customers to your Amazon stores. And one thing I want to say here is that when it comes to influencers, make sure that you have a direct fit with the influencer you're trying to hire. Okay, directly linking your brand to influencers is really a powerful way of getting your product in front of a new and perhaps even bigger audience. Partnerships with well-known figures can be hugely beneficial to your marketing strategy, right? Especially if the influencer's audience is very engaged. Okay, some influencers have very engaged audiences, others not. So influencers and even micro influencers are known to have loyal audiences who trust their opinions and advice. So let me ask you here, big decision time, boss. Have you thought about engaging an influencer on TikTok? Have you thought about hiring someone to help boost your Amazon store campaigns? Have you thought about, first of all, which sector are you in? Which niche are you in? Are there a lot of influencers in your niche? So those are questions I want you to think about. And here is the approach I want you to follow. First, you want to ask yourself, you want to tap in not Instagram. You want to tap on TikTok. What kind of niche you're in, and see the people, the influencers who are actually active in that specific niche. And next, you want to reach out to them and ask them if they will be interested to work with you, and if yes, what their rates are. Step number 6, I want you to use analytics and trends. The thing is, you have an Amazon store, and you are running your store. Everything is fine. On the Amazon side, you have a bunch of analytics. You have a constellation of features. You are able to go to your Amazon seller dashboard and see all the required information you need to run your store properly. Okay, that's fine. Did you know that the same thing happens also on TikTok? TikTok has data. TikTok in the last few years, they have invested a lot in data analysis, and nowadays they have a constellation of analytics that allow users to see exactly what's happening. Especially if you are looking at TikTok with a business perspective, they give you a bunch of data. But it's not about the data. It's about what that data tells you. It's about the future that you can derive from analyzing that data. See, the whole thing is data by itself is just static. It's just lethargic. And most of the time it's things that have already happened, right? You have to extrapolate some prospective information, some prospective analysis from that data that is lethargic today. Okay, so statistics are a vital part of marketing, but there's something new happening with TikTok data. So editorial and social media content analytics are getting pulled into the platform in a new way, while engaging video content is integrating real-time metrics and insights, right? So what will happen here is that when you sign up for a TikTok Pro account, this is important. You got to sign up for a Pro account, not a regular account. So when you sign up for a TikTok Pro account, you can get an idea of who is watching and sharing your videos, which can be especially helpful because little is known about the TikTok algorithm at this time. So there is a great need as well to try and be featured on the super popular For You page. Okay, so this page basically provides a constellation of posts from accounts similar to the ones you already follow. And so this is important. So you want to really pay attention to those two things, because the bottom line is the success of your previous videos and current videos is critical for future exposure. So if you are lucky enough to go viral on your very first TikTok video, you are off to a great start. Okay, once a video is published, it's shown to a small group of people. If these users like it and interact with it, then it will be opened up to others. The final step I want you to follow here is to rinse and repeat. You know, when we talk about rinsing and repeating, we're talking about making sure that you put in place a strategy, actually a very effective strategy, to make sure that you are constantly updating your TikTok game with the intention that you want to bring folks to your Amazon store. Okay, and when we talk about rinsing and repeating, we're talking about making sure that you engage properly and continually in product research. Okay, so if you are starting on Amazon, TikTok hashtags and challenges are an interesting way to understand your target audience's interest using the platform. You'll be able to gather insights into the likes and dislikes of that audience, so you can use them to your advantage while creating the products and optimizing listings on Amazon. So this is really important. Okay, now, so you want to try to build an online presence. This is important, especially if you're trying to scale the business later on. You want to expand it. You want to go from, let's say, your Amazon store, you want to go from 100 sales a month to 1,000 sales a month, or 10,000 sales a month, or 1 million sales a month for that matter. And think about your niche. You want to think about your niche. This is important. And the thing is, if you're an e-commerce or Amazon seller, you'll probably know the importance of having a niche. Okay, and spend some time to narrow down your niche and communicate with your ideal customers. Use micro-targeting, narrow down keywords, target the right audience, and intensify partners to work with. So this is really great. Engage with your audience. Engaging. Always engage with your audience. People are taking time out of their very busy schedule to engage with your brand. Please, you want to reciprocate. You want to give them the same favor. This is really important. Those folks, they don't have to engage with your audience. They don't have to engage with your videos, with your photos, with your content on TikTok. No, they don't have to, right? So they are doing you a huge favor to actually work with you, to actually post, comment. So the minimum you can do is to engage with them and answer. And use influencer marketing. I just mentioned that. Use influencer marketing. This could be really wonderful for you. Okay, so this is part of the rinse and repeat strategy that you need to do all the time. Thank you. I just want to wrap up today's conversation by actually having an overview about the platform itself, because this is important. We talked about TikTok, and maybe you have no idea what the platform is, which is not usual, but hey, listen, it is what it is. So when we talk about TikTok, it's all about a platform that is very popular with a younger audience. Okay, it is currently owned by the Chinese company ByteDance, and the application has a separate version called Douyin for the Chinese market with more than 300 million active users. And so it's really important to understand that. So in 2018, the company ByteDance acquired Musical.ly, which actually was a short-form video sharing app with more than 100 million users. And these accounts were moved to the TikTok app later. Okay, and Musical.ly was very popular among some content creators then. So TikTok has always appealed to a younger audience. I'm talking about younger millennials and Gen Z audiences. This is really good. And you have to understand, TikTok is very popular because it has localized content, it has funny content, it has personalized recommendation. And the good thing is, because you were speaking about very, very short videos, they are easy to create, share, and view, right? Creating and sharing videos on TikTok has been simplified up to the next level. So users can record anything and post it instantly. So this short format makes it a lot easy for users to create the videos without much effort. So this is really important. And one thing I want to say also is that you have to think about what kind of strategy you have in the long run. You are trying to boost Amazon sales using TikTok, okay? You need to understand that for this to be successful, you have to maintain positive ratings on both platforms. You need to maintain great engagement rates on both platforms. If you want to use one platform to help the other and vice versa, who knows? Then you have to make sure that you are able to have the right strategy in place that actually links both platforms. And don't be shy. If you try something, it doesn't work, don't be like, listen, I'm right, blah, 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 blah. No. Be ready to change, be ready to adapt yourself, be ready to alter your strategy. It doesn't matter, because nobody's perfect. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about how to boost Amazon sales using TikTok. So step number 1, create original content. 2, take users backstage. 3, you want to use paid ads. Number 4, use hashtag challenges. Number 5, you want to work with influencers. Number 6, you want to use analytics and trends. Number 7, you want to rinse and repeat. Thank you so much. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.